there. If you like our content,
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
and don't forget to press the bell icon so you can get updated every time we upload a new video.
Let's see what's cooking today. Hi, this is Shamsa, IB educator by day, home chef by night.
And my name is Rabia. Together we are Burpees. Happy to have you here.
So today we are making a pure desi dish that is originated from Lucknow and Delhi, India, but is equally popular in every part of Pakistan and in every household. That is beef Nihari. Rabia would tell you something about it.
Yeah, so we actually eat beef nihari at least once a month. It's a staple in our house, but traditionally it's made with a lot of fat and ghee and oil. And you know that we don't do that here. So today we're going to show you how you can do it with minimum oil use, and the taste would be the same, if not better.
And not to forget, one of our regular viewers from India specially requested, so we had to accommodate.
Yeah.
So let's get started. In my various recipes, I always use my home spices from my pantry. But for Nihari especially and for biryani, I totally trust Shan Masala. But with Shan Masala, there are some secret ingredients that I put and some smart cooking tips that I will share with you to bring it to totally flavorful, like restaurant style Nihari. So watch until end how I go about it, and I will be sharing all the ingredients when I start cooking. So I'm using beef. You can do the same process with chicken Nihari, but for chicken Nihari you have to be careful with the time and everything, which I will share. For beef Nihari, what you have to do, if you get meat shank leg piece, that would be better, which in Urdu and Hindi we say bone ka gosht. And if you don't get it, you can use stewing meat. So I have taken stewing meat because I didn't get that. So this size of cube. Along with this is 1 kg meat. Along with this, you always have to ask your butcher that they should provide you with bones. So they will give you bones specially for Nihari. I have taken 2 bones. What it will do, it will take the marrow out of bone and the grease, natural grease, and the flavor. So you have to put this, and this will add a lot of flavor to your Nihari. I'm doing an instant pot, but if you don't have access to instant pot, you can do in normal pressure cooker or in your cook pot. Cook pot will take longer. If you have normal pressure cooker, that would be enough, 30 to 40 minutes, and instant pot also I will keep total 40 minutes. So I have this, I'm using it, and it's already on saute mode. What I will do, I'm putting this meat. Now see, I haven't put any oil and ghee. What you have to do immediately, you have to put 2 tablespoons of freshly crushed or minced ginger. And you know, in my minced ginger, when I crush and I put it in jar, I put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So oil is already there, and flavorful oil. If you have not watched my recipe of flaxseed chicken, please watch where I have shared how I mince and why I mince. Along with that, you will put 1.5 teaspoon of ginger powder, dry ginger powder. Okay, make sure when you add crushed ginger and dry ginger powder, immediately put a bit of water, just 2 to 3 tablespoons, so that your meat and your ginger, they don't stick onto the bottom. Okay, one more tip. You must have noticed many chefs, and including you must be doing the same thing sometimes. You must be adding minced garlic also. Never put garlic in Nihari. That will turn this into normal beef curry or chicken curry. Do not add garlic, only ginger. Then only it will be closer and sometimes better than restaurant. So I only added ginger. With that, One more secret ingredient. You have to use powdered fried onion. You can crush it with hand or you can make it powder. Why I powder? Because some picky eaters at home, if onion comes in mouth, they would not like it. And you know, this also is fried, so it has oil. So natural oil of onion will also get extracted. So this will also fulfill the requirement of oil. And this was 2 to 3 tablespoons of fried onion. Now I'm adding Shan Nihari masala. And out of that full packet of 200 grams of Shan Nihari masala, I'm taking 1/3 cup of Nihari masala only, as per our spice level. Along with that, you have to put a giant pinch of salt. Masala has already got a lot of salt, a giant pinch of salt only. That's it. One more secret ingredient. 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds powder. At this stage, add a little more water so that all the spices that I've added so far get mixed up nicely and it doesn't stick onto the bottom. Now at this stage, we have to add 1 full tablespoon of whole wheat powder. Make a slurry with 2 to 3 tablespoons of water and you strain. Why? Because the lumps will not form inside. And why I'm adding at this stage? This is going to bring a good consistency. At the end, we are going to add more, but this is in the initial stage and this will also add to the flavor. So now while it's being sauteed, I'll share one more secret of this Nihari which will give you restaurant-like feel and taste. You have to make a muslin cloth pouch, cheesecloth pouch, and what you have to do, you have to add some whole spices. Why I'm adding in the pouch? Because it should not interact and interfere while you eat, and your picky eaters would not mind at all. So what you have to do, you have to put 2 bay leaves, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 or 2 thin strings of mace, just this much piece of nutmeg, 2 long peppers, that's called pipli in Desi vocabulary, 5 pods of Java pepper, that's called kebab chini in, you will find this in Desi stores, 2 star anise, 3 pods of small cardamom, green cardamom, and 4 black peppercorn, and last but not the least, 1 teaspoon of roasted coriander seeds and 1 teaspoon of roasted cumin seeds. And if you check at the back of Nihari masala box, you will find the same spices, same ingredients. They crush along with red chili powder and salt. That's it. So I'm adding the same thing that is found in the masala, but that will give actual and additional flavor to it. Make sure it's closed tightly so that it doesn't come out. And all the spices will get infused with other spices that we have put. Here it goes. And at the end, what you have to do, this big drinking glass of water, you have to put 5 to 6 drinking glasses of water this size. Now see, I added almost 5 glasses of water, and now I'm going to put this on pressure cooker mode. So now I'm putting on meat stew mode for 40 minutes. Total 40 minutes. So after 14 minutes of pressure cooking, and then I waited for pressure to release, so it took some 10 minutes. And now look at the meat. That was the purpose of keeping it for 40 minutes. And now you will give it restaurant-like touch, like how shredded it is. Don't shred it completely, just with your spatula. Now I will transfer this stew in a cook pot along with this meat to show you the last two steps. So now it is transferred in the cook pot. I have left the bone inside. Why? Because every time when you will warm your food, bone will keep on adding flavor. So let it be inside. Obviously you will not serve your guests with bones, but let it be in the cook pot. Secondly, the pouch that we added. So just press the pouch, let the extract be out. All the flavors are already infused, so take that pouch also out so that it doesn't go in your serving bowl. So that's the reason. So now at this stage we are going to make one more slurry, and for slurry I have taken 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I dried roasted so that no lumps can be formed and it adds to aroma, and then 1 full tablespoon of cornstarch. Why cornstarch? Because it's going to add the glaze, the shiny and glossy texture on top, and it will give that stickiness that restaurant Nihari always has. So if you have dietary restrictions, there are many options for gluten-free flour. You can add that. So with one hand you just put this, and immediately with other hand you just mix. And it depends on you. If you want thicker, you can add more flour. Consistency depends on you. I will let it cook for 5 more minutes so that flour is cooked nicely and it's mixed well. See, I told you that I will add 1 tablespoon of ghee at the end on top, but I haven't added yet. Now look at the layer of oil. Where has this oil come from? Natural oil of the meat, natural oil of the bone, and the ginger that I used, and I used fried onion. I powdered it, so some of oil came from that also. So see, there is no need to put a cup of oil the way traditionally it's been put in Nihari. So here is 1 tablespoon of ghee. Now to give actual color and the texture, the presentation of restaurant like Nihari, what you have to do, you have to add half to 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. That will only give color, that's not spicy, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Nihari masala on top. So I'm just adding. If you want spicier, you can add more. Just mix it. Let it cook for a few seconds because it's going to get cooked eventually. Put half of it in a bowl separately, which I will tell you why when I will transfer in the serving dish, and then put on top. And always do this. Always mix like this and cook this again for a couple of minutes. Make sure you do not cover the lid fully. This will actually help the oil come on the surface. So your Nihari is ready with the required color and the oily texture, the surface that we want. I'm turning it off. But we are not going to transfer this in the serving bowl. Why? Because let it sit on the stove for 5 minutes so that all the flavors get infused together, mixed well, and then we are going to transfer. So now when you will serve to your guests and to your family, remember we kept this remaining ghee with Kashmiri red chili powder and a bit of Nihari masala. You are going to pour it on top. And the main part is your condiment that accompanies this desi meat stew Nihari. And what you have to do when you present, just put some julienne ginger on top, some green chilies, a bit of fried onion, and a few leaves of cilantro for presentation. And now my taste tester Rabia will tell you how it is.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try it.
And you know, Rabia is very much crazy about Nihari.
Yeah, I need it at least once a month.
Just take here.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't take the oil,
Yeah.
you take the stew.
I'm just gonna take from the side. Like this. Mmm. So good. I think it's made even better today because she was cooking for you too.
Yeah,
Really
I also
good.
felt the same. So my detailed recipe link with all the secret ingredients and all the tips without much oil but only 1 tablespoon of ghee is given down in my description box. See you next week with another healthy yumminess.
Bye.